stop trying to control your spiritual experience. Try to stop even attempting to understand your spiritual experience from the beginning, because understanding your spiritual experience oftentimes is just telling a dumbed down story of your spiritual experience so that your egoic mind can feel like it knows what's going on. The alternative to that is actually reaching beyond the ego and reaching beyond the known to grow in a spiritual way. That does not happen when you jump to the explanation, the quote-unquote understanding of the spiritual experience too quickly. So, if somebody says, well, what happened to me, or I want to understand what that was, that vision, that realization, whatever, I understand that. I mean, somebody says something to you in a foreign language, and you look at the person that can translate it and say, what did they say? It's an obvious thing to want to understand whatever you don't understand. But for example, if I said, well, okay, you are a biologist or a zoologist or whatever, and I'm astrophysicist, whatever, and you say, well, okay, what galaxy is closest to being a dog? I'd say, well, there's no answer to that question. There's nothing that makes a galaxy more or less like a dog, right? They're just completely different categories. It's like a lot of people, when they encounter a being in a spiritual vision, they'll say like, well, that was an angel, or that was an ancestor, or whatever. Are you sure? I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying keep it open. Are you really sure that you have the ability to categorize all the different levels of spiritual beings? Probably not. Are you sure that the spiritual beings that you're categorizing aren't able to shapeshift in the realm that you're seeing them? Is there perhaps another way of categorizing these things beyond angel or demon or ancestor or ascended master, whatever the hell, fairy or alien or whatever? The fact is, most of us, including me, don't have the ability to say definitively this spiritual being is this. If the spiritual being presents itself to you as that, fine. That could be your working hypothesis. It could also be telling you something in a dumbed down way so that you just have something to hold on to. Oh yeah, he said he was an angel, so I believe him. Okay, we'll go with that. Let that be the hypothesis for now. Keep an open mind, though, might not be. So, it's if somebody says, I want to understand, and I say, no, don't try to understand, that sounds a little dictatorial, a little controlling. So it's a normal thing to want to understand. So My suggestion, in your spiritual experience, before you put categories of words and so forth, try this. Just feel it. Feel what it felt like. Feel what it triggered in you emotionally. And it might not be just one thing. And feel the discomfort of not knowing. Maybe the discomfort of feeling the lack of control over the situation. And when you want to come up with an understanding, an explanation of what happened, keep it hypothetical. Keep it as an open hypothesis that is potentially going to get upgraded in the future as you learn more. So, as we raise our frequency, as the entire Earth and humanity as a whole raises its frequency, reality is getting stranger. It's getting more malleable. And we are perceiving non-human intelligence perhaps on an unprecedented level, at least in our known history. And it's tempting to try to slap a label and say, that was that, now I know what it was. But think of it as like a computer program that you can either have a computer program that can be constantly updated, or you have a computer program that is what it is, it can't be changed. You want the one that can be updated. And so you want your own understanding of spirituality to stay open enough so it can be updated. I know it's confusing in a certain way to not put words onto certain things. It's almost impossible sometimes not to. So go ahead and put the words on. But keep it as a hypothesis. Keep it as, this is what I think it was. This is what it felt like. This is what it stirred up in me when I had this spiritual experience. And you'll find that when you keep it open like that, you will continue to be taught by that experience. You will continue to reap more and more benefits and go more and more into the realm of the unknown. And that's exciting. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out what my work is all about, go to andysway.com. And please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.